This broadcast is UT Khader, who is the MLA from Mangalore. Thank you so much, sir, for joining us here on Times Now. My first question to you is, as the investigation into Praveen's murder proceeds further, 2 arrests have been made. But how we have seen the state government receiving severe backlash as far as the BJP youth are concerned, the youth workers are concerned. They are now stating that this is no more about politics, but they are calling this a jihadi attack.
BJP, they're alleging that the Congress party has gone soft on PFI and SDP, and the big development of this hour is that 2 people have been arrested in the murder case of Praveen. The police, they're confirming that these arrests are based on evidence. 15 people were questioned, of which 2 have been arrested. Their names are Zakir and Shafiq, and also link with the PFI has come to the fore now. Their role at this point of time is not very clear. Not much is being revealed by the police on the role of these 2 individuals who were arrested.
Absolutely. Meanwhile, the Chief Minister of the state, that is Basavaraj Bommai, who also held a press briefing earlier because he has completed his 1 year in the state, stated that it is an attempt to tighten the noose around the PFI. And going back to UT Khader once again, Mr. Khader, as we were asking you earlier, we have seen a response coming in, an allegation coming in from the BJP that Congress has gone soft on radical organizations like the PFI or the SDPI. But we have seen your own youth party workers who are now in a way coming out and stating that they want action, they want this organization to be banned.
See, it's a shameful to say that BJP party they want to do politics on the death of the youth also. Instead of going and tracing the actual who has murdered and giving punishment for them, they are having this false allegation now to divert the mind of the youth. It is really shameful because it's only BJP and communal forces who are gaining up this death politics, and Congress is against that. And I am saying that we can all condemn this murder, and during Congress regime, what they say, more than the Congress regime, the youths have been murdered with the BJP regime. During Congress regime, no one were left off. All were punished and all were in the jail, and all had been taken into action, strict action also. What this BJP is doing, ultimately it is the BJP's hatred politics. It's a BJP's policy of hating each other and going against the constitution of B.R. Ambedkar. That is the main reason for all this problem. Let them take strict action on any organization. Hello?
Yes, we can hear you.
Whoever
strict action needs to be taken against whoever is involved. The BJP has often alleged that the Congress party goes soft on PFI and SDPI. Mr. Khader, the Chief Minister said, we are going to form an anti-terrorism squad. The Congress has opposed that as well. Why?
Well, we are not in power. They are in power. Let them take action. What soft? Now they want to show, they can't show their face to the public in Mangalore or in Karnataka. They just want to tell Congress name. I think this is shameful to BJP. In this time also they want to get politics. Why we want to get politics? Let us join together and see that who are the bad elements and let us take action and let me be compensation. Innocent youths are losing their life. The poor people are losing children and father and husband. Let it be any community. The government in the state.
But Mr. Khader, a simple question to you. The role of the PFI is now under scanner. They are being probed by the investigating agents, the police there. Would you not want, as the state and the Chief Minister himself is demanding that he has already reached out to the centre for a possible ban of the PFI in the state? What would you say on that?
See, these all just to show the BJP doesn't have any intention to ban such things. It's only telling the mouthpiece only. They don't take any action. This is only the 4th or 5th time they're saying in the past 2-3 years. And see, all anti-social elements, let them ban. Who are spreading hatred, who are going murder, and who all Bajrang Dal is there, PFI is there, some all activities who are there, let them take action, each and everyone. And let the BJP also change their policy. Hatred policy will never make this India peacefully. Let them get a B.R. Ambedkar constitution government in Karnataka and India. Then only everyone will be peaceful. Congress is secular, will be according to the constitution of India. When any government goes against the constitution of India, no one in this country will be peaceful. This should be understood by the BJP, not politicise everything.
Okay.
And it's shameful part on that, and the people of Karnataka won't
Mr.
forgive
Khader,
this BJP
Mr. Khader, you're
people
saying take
for,
action against the radical elements. The Chief Minister has announced a special commando force to tackle terror groups. What is the problem with that? Why does the Congress think that this is just a political issue just because elections are around the corner?
See, let the government and chief minister take whatever decision they want. But what I'm saying, all these commandos, all this force, when? After the death that takes place of innocent youth, this will come. We should create an environment that no one will be hating each other, no one will go on a revenge politics, no one will be there in political surrender politics. This should be the policy. After incident takes place, you get commandos or you get other people, it's no use. You should have a society.
But you are saying that this should not be politicized and everyone should live in peace. But time and time again, the role of PFI has come to the fore. What would be your stand on this? If you could also say, do you support this ban that has been initiated this time?
Can't have hatred politics. Because of this hatred politics, because these issues coming up.
Now, would you support the state government, because the state government is in consultation with the centre, and if this demand grows of a ban on PFI, would the Congress party support that?
We support each and every step of any government, discussing any central government also, to have a peaceful society and to take action against any anti-social elements. The government is everyone's government. There should be equality. There should be partiality. And the government who's ruling this power, who's in power, they shouldn't have any hatred politics. They shouldn't get hatred in the youngsters. They should have a environment where every community will live each other together, and it's a strength of India.
You're saying you as an individual and as a party man have no issues with the government initiating an action against PFI, or in the coming days in fact imposing a ban on PFI?
We don't have any problem. If the government is convinced and there the antisocial elements are taking place, and again the same type of any antisocial elements like Bajrang Dal and any which are having the problem, and bomb lynching is there, hatred is there, any hatred organization, let the central and state take the action. No one is stopping them. Who is stopping them? For every other things they don't permission. To pass an NEP they don't take this permission. To have this agriculture law against the farmers they don't take anything. To have one more this one they don't take it. They'll pass ordinance.
So you are saying that you will support any government whatever action they take, but what is stopping the Congress party in the other states like Rajasthan for taking action against the PFI? There also their role has been come to the in the probe and the investigations.
See, I am asking you, what stopped the central government to take action throughout India? It's an all India organization. Why one state you are saying? If I have to talk on Karnataka. Now if I ask him central Rajasthan, then I talk of all India. Let the Prime Minister takes 56 inches should be shown in the action. That is needed now for these people of this country. Let them take the action. We challenge.
Yes, but the role of this organization is not just limited. It's not just limited to Karnataka. Their role has come under scanner in states like Kerala, in states like Rajasthan, in the recent violent incidents that were witnessed. Why doesn't the Congress party, let's say, set a precedent by acting against such radical groups, by taking an action against them, imposing a ban, so that you can pressurize the centre to do the same?
No, why Congress? Why the central government and state BJP government doesn't have any responsibility?
Isn't Rajasthan ruled by the Congress party? If this organization is a menace,
let them tell why
if this organization is a menace, why wait for someone else to take action?
I am in Karnataka now. I am in Karnataka.
So coming back to Karnataka once again, you are stating that you should be staying with those questions in Karnataka, but it was only last week that you had visited the family of Masood, who has also been in news for, in fact, his killing recently. Mr. Khader, if you can listen to my question first.
For the hatred politics.
Mr. Khader.
Communal forces will help communals only. Communal forces will never help secular forces like Congress. So they were kept with them. So both communal forces are helping each other
Oh, so you are
have
alleging
this
that
central
BJP is
politics
helping
and
PFI.
have
Is that the
this,
allegation?
galatas in the society and get political gain.
Are you alleging BJP is helping PFI for political gains?
Communal forces always help communal forces only.
But Mr. Khader, it was last week when you visited Masood's house, the man who was killed, and now this in the murder of Praveen as well, the entire Masood angle is being looked at. Will you also visit Praveen's house?
I have not visited Masood's house because Masood's house is 100 kilometers away, 80-90 kilometers from Mangalore. I have never visited there. And it was in Mangalore.
But sir, will you go to Praveen's house? Will you go to Praveen's house?
In Mangalore. So I have never visited there. If I visit Bellare, if I visit Masood's house, I will go to Praveen's house also. We don't have any disparity. We all community leaders are together from Congress. Ideology is take all together according to the B.R. Ambedkar's constitution, and we love each and every community, and whenever Congress come to power, everyone's right is given according to the constitution.
It's very interesting that you mentioned whenever Congress comes to power, everybody's rights, equal rights are ensured, because the BJP has several times. Okay, Mr. Khader, this is a political question. The BJP has several times in the past and after forming government in Karnataka has alleged that the Congress party during its regime went soft on PFI, SDPI, and their workers were let off. No strict legal action was taken against them under the Congress party's regime, and hence the allegation of the Congress going soft on PFI and SDPI. What is your response to that allegation?
See, when we were in power, we were not soft corner on any communal forces. Any incident happens, strict action was taken, and any compensation was given, every equality was maintained, and no case was taken. Now I am asking the BJP, after from 3 years they are here, every incident they blame. Why they have not reopened all the cases? If any, let them reopen all the old cases and tell them what action they have to. Let them take action. Why they are not taking action? Instead of taking the action, why they have to simply blame and misguide, and they have to blame Congress? They are failure. They have not done anything. Now they can't show the face to the public. And now the public has also knows their cunning politics. So now they want to get Congress and just change the mind. Congress is always for the peace of the society.
But Mr. Khader, is this just a convenient stand that taken by the Congress party? Did not act according to the allegation by BJP, never acted against the radical elements when in power, and now that the BJP is in power, you're just shifting the onus on the BJP.
Yes, when who is in the power, the onus is on the people.
In the state of Karnataka as well, sir.
Why Congress has to be blamed now? We are in the opposition. We are requesting and we are supporting.
But Mr. Khader, we have some news coming in as far as the police investigation is concerned. And according to the police, now the PFI's role is under the scanner. That means they are looking at their role as well. That's the big question. Now, what would be your response to this?
Nothing, see, let it be PFI, let it another other organization, let any organization, it is left to the state government and police department to have a free and fair inquiry, and whoever involved in that, you take action. Whoever said don't take action? Why you are keeping quiet? Why you want to have communal forces in between your politics? Why
so this is no more about communal forces, but PFI's link has now been confirmed by the police. That's the big update. What will be your stand on this now?
See, yeah, no, police has to do their duty. Let them take action. Who said don't want? Let them take the action. I'm sure this BJP will never take any action because they want all these communal forces alive. One communal force will help another communal forces only. They will never come with secular forces. So if they to show their their commitment, let them take action. What scanner, this we are going to do action against. How many times, from how many years these are talking?
Okay, Mr. Khader, you just said that communal forces will only help communal forces, and Congress party ensures that equal rights to everybody. Okay,
That is
Mr.
the
Khader,
the
Mr.
situation
Khader,
is
you
calm.
denied
No
visiting
one has
Masood's
got
family,
belief in
his
this
house.
BJP government.
Did you visit
All are
Masood
against these people.
at the hospital,
and
sir?
these only talk in the media.
Mr. Khader, I'm
They
not sure
don't
if you,
do the
if you can't
practical
hear me or
work.
if you don't want to hear me.
Will support every government to take strict action against every anti-social element. We want peace and equality in the society.
Peace and
That is our
equality,
main
if that's the stand taken by you today and the Congress party, then let me ask you a question. You earlier denied visiting Masood's house, his family members. Did you visit Masood at the hospital, sir?
Yes. Hello?
Can you hear me, Mr. Khader?
See, when Masood also was there, I never visited Sulia to their house because it was far away. And the incident.
No, at the hospital.
And I was in Bangalore. I came to Bangalore. As
No, did you visit him at the hospital?
Whenever if I visit Masood's house, I will show and his Praveen's house also because that's not my constituency. That is not my constituency.
No, I'm asking you about the hospital visit.
Poor constituency.
Are those
and so on.
I'm talking about the hospital visit.
Congress MLA. Why has not Mangalore BJP MLA visited his house?
Mr. Khader, I'm talking about the hospital.
Why Mangalore MLA has not visited their house? No BJP MLA visited. No other BJP MLA also never visited their house. Why?
Mr. Khader, did the hospital visit never happen? Is that also just a rumor? Mr. Khader, can you hear me?
Which one?
Sir, you're denying visiting Masood's house. You're denying visiting his family.
Yeah.
I am asking you, did you visit him at the hospital? Did that hospital visit happen?
The Masood's body was in Mangalore hospital. On the way, I had visited the hospital.
Right.
And they said we should have a peaceful and society. We shouldn't have taken any.
All right, thank you, Mr. Khader, for joining us here on Times Now and sharing your perspective on the entire case. And that's the Congress, in fact, MLA from Mangalore, now speaking up against the entire matter. And